I'm Steve Organist, and today I'm going to show you how to connect and record an audio input to your Motif XS. Also, I'm going to show you how to apply two effects on the audio input. Specifically, I'm going to use an electric guitar. Finally, we're going to see all three tutorials mixed into this one, and that we're going to record a performance as in tutorial 1. We're going to apply the audio input, which could be a vocoder like we saw in tutorial 2, and we're going to save it to the hard disk directly through a crossover network connection like in tutorial 3.
Okay, so once we prepare our 1/4 inch cable and connect it to our electric guitar, the next thing we want to do is connect it to our Motif XS. Preferably, we would want to connect it to the L audio input, since this is a mono instrument and it needs to be connected only to one input. I'm going to use for the actual recording an RP3 signal processor, but for the meantime we're going to use a simple clean sound to see the effects on the Motif XS.
Okay, so right now I'm in the basic voice screen, and I'm holding my electric guitar. And in order to get some sound out of the guitar, we will need to go to utility. Okay, now once in utility, you're probably going to be like in general, you need to go to the tab voice audio. And once in voice audio, you'll notice a column with a heading AD input. Now, right here, you're going to want to increase this volume to like 127. I've already done it. Usually this is set as stereo, but this is a mono instrument, so usually I give it a left and right mono. And of course, if the output is set somewhere else, you got to put it on left and right. Now, the second thing you want to do is apply the effects. Now we should have sound by now. Yeah, and our guitar, it's got sound, okay. So now we want to go to the insert effect A. Now this is going to be the first effect we're going to apply. We just need to select type here. I'm going to press on the less button, and I'm going to put a nice reverb. Okay, SPX stage. I'm going to make this a preset on big, give it a more wet sound, and increase its reverb time. So let's hear that. That's a pretty good sound there. So we've got our first effect applied on our audio input. The second effect is under Insert B, and we can go to the list again. I'm going to select. There are plenty of effects here to, stroll through, and you can experiment and find the ones you like. I'm going to use Amp Simulator number 1. I'm going to give it a stack 2, maybe increase the overdrive a bit. Oh, that's too much. Leave it down. Maybe 60. Okay, so let's hear this. Okay, so now that we set up our guitar, we can go ahead and do a direct performance recording. I've saved this time, and I've already done one. I named it Funky Blues, and it's basically a half-breed of funk and blues performance that I recorded. And here it is. Okay, so now we're going to record the audio of the guitar, and to do that, what we need to do is go to integrated sampling. Remember, you've got to have your DIMMs installed in order to do this. Okay,
Now if we notice track 5 has been selected, you can see that in the upper right corner, and that is the track where we want to add this sample. So when we're adding a sample, we want to go to record, which is in the lower right corner right here. And once there, everything is set. The record type is in sample, the input source 80 input, stereo, mono. That probably doesn't matter because it's going to come out as mono anyway. Okay, so we can click on standby right down here on the right. Okay, now I've put a manual trigger, which basically means that it's going to start recording once I press start. So let's start the recording. That should be enough. So now that we recorded this part, let's go back to our song. Okay, now that we're done with recording, the next thing we want to do is go back to integrated sampling in order to resample the whole song into a new track. So make sure that you've selected an empty track. In my song here, the next empty track is number 6. I've already selected it. Click on the integrated sampling button. Go on record. And simply change the input source to resample. We don't want to record the guitar again, so we just want to record the whole song. So we go to resample, then we go to standby. It's on manual mode. I would give it a record gain here, maybe a plus 12 dBs, and just press on start. Okay, that should be probably enough. I'm going to stop it right there, and we've actually now written the song on waveform on track 6 with a new waveform. So in order to keep this and export it as a song, you can go to tutorial number 3 and see how to do the exporting directly to your hard disk. Otherwise, you can use other simpler methods. So once you've reviewed the third tutorial and you've mounted your drive, the next thing that you'll want to do is save the 6th track as a WAV file. If you remember, that's the track where we did our resampling of the whole song. So press on save. I'm going to erase the date here. You can give it a custom name. I'm just going to name it A. Save the file, and that's it. You're going to have that file on your hard disk.